Okay, I am back at the Goodwill where the incident happened several weeks ago, and I haven't been back here since. So we're going to give it another try and see what we can find. And I am sitting in my car filming this with no air on, so I'm going to get into the air conditioning. See you on the inside. It was another awesome day of Goodwill shopping. First thing I spot on the shelf is this Depression glass cake plate. And normally I don't do much with Depression glass, but down at the booth I actually sell it quite well, and this was 50% off. So $2.50, definitely can stick that one in the cart. Lots of clear glass today, but I always scan through it because you never know what you're going to find. I thought for a minute this might be a Murano piece, but it was hollow on the inside. It was well done, but not something I wanted to deal with. This, again, purple tag, 50% off. I know it's vintage, and I know I've seen the pattern before. I'm gonna have to hunt a little bit, but it's got a really nice shape to it, and the price was right. This guy was just adorable. He was just calling to me from the shelf. I don't know how old he is, but I definitely know people love elephants. He's in really good shape. So in the cart he went. This is a big contemporary vase, so not something I wanted to deal with. And this guy I thought might be a cookie jar or a bank or something, but he wasn't. He was just a big owl, and he was $7, so he stayed. I skipped right by the art today. I just was not feeling it. Now these are the old-fashioned Santas, and they've got an interesting tag on the inside. So I know there are people who collect the international Santas, and these all were from the same collection. They had dates, so I went ahead and I took a chance and got these Santas. Believe it or not, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Sorry. And this one is a music box, which was kind of a surprise, so I grabbed him. And he matched the others, even though he didn't have that same tag, so I'm sure he's the same maker. And then I looked at one last one that is up on the shelf. There he is. But he didn't have the date. He was also a music box, but I left him behind because he wasn't the same as the others. No date. I probably would have picked this up had it been filled with poker chips. Looks like it's a Bombay company poker chip holder, so not old. This thing was weird, interesting, but $8, I wasn't feeling it. And then I spot the Talavera. It has a really good mark on it. You can see there's a family name as well as Talavera. Now they had the plates priced at $5.99. And that was a little higher than I'd like to pay, but then I really got to wrestling over it. And I knew if the prices were similar on these big pieces, so $8.99 on this one, I thought, okay, I can make money at $8.99 on that. That's definitely a $20 or $25 bill, at least. And then I got this neat little jar piece, and the price on that was $9.99. Still, I can easily double my money on a nice piece of Talavera like that. So I'm thinking now, like, the canister is going to be in that same price range, at least I'm hoping. And it's going to go in the cart. And yep, $9.99. So that one has a really interesting mark. I'm going to be researching all of these on my live research demo that I do on Monday. So if you're watching this when I first put it out and it's not Monday yet, you can tune in on noon and watch me go through these and explain these live. And if you're watching on the replay after, then go back and watch that show and you can see me research these. So I wrestled and wrestled and wrestled with these plates. I mean, they were just making me crazy. And then I look down and I spot bowls. And again, it's got that really neat mark. These felt like older pieces of pottery. I was pretty excited. So I got those. The bowls were priced at $5.99 each. $6.99 each, pardon me. So I was okay with that. And I don't know, this little piece caught my eye, so I had to veer off course for a minute, because there is one more piece of Talavera down at the bottom. And it took me a second to spot it, and then boom. So there was 3 bowls, and I got all 3. Yeah. I was pretty happy at this point, and I'm still wrestling over those plates. Hey, those see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys, they generally bring some good money, and had it not been a little bit beat up and resin, I'd have grabbed it. But as you can see, yeah, the plates ended up in the cart. I just couldn't leave them behind. This was an interesting piece, and even though it's resin, I mean, I'm trying to get my mind around the fact that resin has been around for a very long time now, and people will buy resin items. It doesn't have the stigma it had when it first came out. And this is just a cute little message in a bottle kit, and I like to find things that can be given as gifts. I think that's a big part of my customer base. And then these birds. Oh my goodness, these birds. So cute. I haven't pulled one of the stickers yet to see who done them and what they're worth, but they were calling to me. So I did end up with a couple of the birds, and for some reason my camera zoomed in and I didn't realize it right away. So pardon the extreme close-up. But yeah, I did grab this little guy, and I grabbed the purple and red birds, because if they're not worth anything, they'll just stay. And this is Russian. I know it's Russian, and it's a certain kind of doll, and I've sold them before in the past, so I have to do a little research on that one too. But it was only 99 cents, so it's worth doing the research. Just some interesting things today, like this elephant. I'm not exactly sure what he was for, if he was just a single salt and pepper shaker. It's pretty big, but you can tell somebody got rid of their elephant collection. This thing was huge. Huge! Took up pretty much the whole shelf. I don't know what this thing was. I'm still, as I sit here and look at it, I'm like, gosh, it was so weird, and I think it was old. But if you know what this thing is, please tell me in the comments. I was thinking maybe some kind of a lampshade, or maybe it fits into a holder of some kind and is a planter, but I truly have no clue what its purpose is. And I didn't grab it because I would have no clue how to describe it. All right, this wood kitty definitely came with me. Animal things sell really well. People love to buy animal stuff. I still haven't figured out that my camera is zoomed in yet, as you can tell. Don't worry, I fix it here pretty quick. Okay, this little guy had some age to it. It's a pen holder, and it's a little cowboy on a horse, so I did go ahead and pick this up. Then I spotted this guy laying down back there, and I totally would have grabbed him if that tail had not been repaired. That was kind of a deal breaker for me. The shelves are still not as full as they used to be. I found lots of letter D's. I think it was a sign it was supposed to be Danny's Day to find stuff. See? More D's. Okay, the crazy lamp lady's got me picking up the hammered aluminum now. I believe she said to look for, I want to say Wendell. Is it Wendell? Now I gotta go look again. But this wasn't. I would have recognized it had I seen it. I love the Scentsy warmers, and I have like 3 of them in my house, so finding these was kind of like striking gold for me. And they were good flavors too, so those went in the cart. This I thought was going to be another really nice piece of Talavera, and it is Talavera actually, but you can see the difference. It's not marked, and it is also doesn't have that same quality pottery look to it even. I'm not quite sure what these things were. I think they're candles, little sets of candles. There was a lot of them. This purple piece was kind of interesting, but I don't know, I think it was vintage, but there was just something about it that was making me say no. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. Had this been like 99 cents or $1.99, I probably would have bought it. I actually really love these flower vase things with the fake flowers that look like they're in water. There's like an acrylic base in those. I have a couple of them in my own decor, but orange is not really my favorite color, so we left those behind. Always got to scan the coffee cups. Like I said before, I'm usually looking for Disney or old Starbucks or Starbucks from different states or countries. Didn't find any today. And I go through the glass section pretty quickly. I'm just really scanning and looking for anything that is like a set of vintage or just, I don't know, something that just really like calls out to me that's uncommon. There's a lot of things you'll see all the time that are common. And like these, I came very close to buying these. They're really nice quality and they have the lines. They wanted just a little bit too much money. They wanted like $3 each, and there was 4, so that'd be like $12 for the set. I saw this big, beautiful bowl with it, relax, breathe, let go. I'm looking, going like, why do they have it priced at $50? Because it had a retail price of $110. It's called a Tranquility Bowl. I can't find any comps, but it's still not worth $50 to me. I had never seen Dumbo, I think it's a candy mold. Anything Disney, I am usually drawn to. It was vintage, obviously, and the price was right, so I did grab that. I'm always scanning whatever they're putting on these little end caps within the baggies, because you just never know what they're going to stick in there. I couldn't figure out at first what this was supposed to be. I'm looking at it and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, it's a caterpillar, blah, 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 caterpillar cake plate. Say that 10 times fast. I believe it's made by Nordic Ware. I really love these little miniature pie plate things. They just really were. They were cute, but they were nothing expensive. This one particularly, you could see I almost put it in the cart. I'm like, it's just, I don't think it's a $20 bill. A nice piece. I'm pretty sure it's Bavarian of some sort. But that stuff is just, people are not buying it the way they used to. So you have to be really careful of which pieces of that you pick up. And then I see, look at this, in between all the clear glass, you have a random, huge abalone shell. Those of you who have known me for a while know that I always pick up these abalone shells because jewelers buy them. People who want the raw materials to make jewelry will buy those abalone shells for very good money. And then I spot this pillow. It looks really well done, and I see that it was a $40 pillow at one point, and I'm like, why? Why is it a $40 pillow? Oh, Pier 1. And I did look it up, and Pier 1 pillows still sell used for really good money. So I went ahead and stuck that one in the cart. I've done really well with pillows, even used pillows, as long as they're clean and in good condition. Pillows can go for a lot of money, especially things like outdoor pillows, which is what I thought these were. The fabric is an outdoor fabric. It was very thick, and I was looking all over for a brand name because some brands sell better than others, and I could not find a brand. But what I did discover is these are handmade. You can see there's the material someone used. These are handmade pillow covers. So I did not grab those. Doilies. I have spent so much money on doilies at the antique mall because I still use them in my home under things. I love doilies, and I grabbed them. And even though these are not like old doilies, there's 6 doilies, and I'm not sure about that spelling, but there's 6 of them in that package, so I grabbed those. And then they call these placemats, but again, they're perfect for putting under some of my bigger, heavier pieces that I set on things. And I made sure that that little bow on there was just pinned on and that I could take it off. Okay. My thermometer says, see that? 107. That's the temperature. And just got in the car, and it's at least hot in this car because it's super hot. And my air conditioning, on this old beast, my air conditioning takes a while. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna complain. I am blessed to be out shopping. So, I spent about $130 there. My big buy there was all of the Talavera pottery, and it looked like older Talavera pottery. Some of it had an artist's name as well as Talavera. So I'm looking forward to digging into that a little bit and seeing what we find. I'll probably do that on my live show on Monday at noon. So if you would like to research that along with me, tune in. That is Pacific time. And now I think I'm gonna head over to one more Goodwill. I think I'm gonna do it. So yeah, let's go do that. And then let's see what we can find. All right, go be profitable. Make it fun in case I turn this into 2 parts. See you on the next one. Oh, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get to a big goal here on YouTube, which is 4,000 watched hours. Truly appreciate your support for the channel, and I'll keep churning out the content as long as you want to keep watching. All right, go be profitable. Make it fun.